So, what are we streaming today? Well, I am streaming the second half of a game I was streaming the other day.
世界初衛星データ放送か。これからは宇宙からゲームが降ってくるってわけだ。
その通り。このサテラビューをスーパーファミコンと合体させて BS 受信システムに接続すれば、タモリや内田有紀らがお送りする超面白ゲームプログラムが毎日無料で楽しめる。聞く、見る、遊ぶ、参加する。サテラビュー。
So yeah, the game I'm about to play involves the broadcast Satellaview. Now I should have given this intro back when I was beginning the playthrough, but I guess better late than never. The broadcast Satellaview was a device that fitted on the bottom of the Super Famicom, and probably would have fit on the bottom of the Super NES, that little extension slot at the very bottom. Had the device actually gotten popular enough to where it probably could have sold a couple units in the United States. But unfortunately, it was a Japan-only service, and it didn't gain traction stateside. The slot also would have been used for the Super Famicom CD-ROM, which we never got, unfortunately, because of some backroom dealings. Nintendo wanted full control over the hardware and the licenses. And unfortunately, because of that, we got what was originally called the Nintendo PlayStation. Now it became the Sony PlayStation. Funny how that works. Very funny indeed. You know, one of these days I might actually play the one game that was released for the Nintendo PlayStation.
What game was that?
It was a game that was coded and released this year. Because the BIOS and the ROM had been successfully dumped. And a programmer took a look at the architecture and managed to set up a quick and dirty dev kit. So yeah, Nintendo PlayStation games. Who'da thunk?
Nice.
Nice indeed. So, today we are finishing up The Legend of Zelda for the broadcast Satellaview. The adventures of Pooptart continue in week 3 of BS Zelda. The adventure begins anew. Enemies will aggressively assail you, including new and more troublesome ones. Assail, not excel. When you touch the red bubble, you become numb, unable to use your sword until you touch a blue bubble. Should a like eat your shield, the only thing you can do is to buy another. You can only attack the P-Hat when it is stopped on the ground. A Dark Nut will be invincible if attacked frontally.
Welcome back once again, hero. Now, you must collect 2 more Triforce pieces. Once more, they are inside 2 of the evil King Ganon's dungeons. Our goal is to have 6 pieces of the Triforce in total at the end of the battle today. You should have obtained a raft back in the 3rd dungeon. With that, go east towards the sea. It has come there now, without any fierce whirlpools. I can see an entrance to a dungeon there. So, let's get going. I will help you out from here, as usual. Hurry, hero. Give it your best, for your time is limited. Regain the 2 Triforce pieces before the land disappears. Now, take your sword.
Let's begin this week with a recap of the controls. To use the sword, press the A or Y button. Take a look at what happens when pressing the X button. This display is called the subscreen. Here you can choose what is used with the B button. For example, the B button can be set to use the boomerang, bombs, candle, or the flute. Try other items when they're added to your inventory. Well, this week began with the old man talking about the whirlpools. You may already have the raft and have seen the whirlpool. If not, go to the sea in the east. But wait, you can't go to the level 5 dungeon unless you have the raft. The only way to obtain this is to challenge the level 3 dungeon. That dungeon can already be found somewhere in this region. If you look at the map, you'll surely understand where it is. However, not all dungeon entrances are visible. Have you already mastered the tools used with the B button? The boomerang stops the movement of any enemy it hits. It can also grab things that are beyond your reach. Bombs can be used to break walls as well as defeat enemies. It is said that there are breakable walls and cliffs above ground. In particular, the level 2 dungeon entrance can only be opened with a bomb. You can also break the statues in dungeons to find missing rooms. The candle can illuminate darkened rooms. It can also be used to burn any tree which blocks your path. Have you still not figured out the locations of the dungeons? The level 3 dungeon is in the southernmost area of the forest. The level 4 dungeon is up by the shore of the lake.
Is your fight difficult, hero? A merchant is selling medicine across the sea, besides the level 5 dungeon. It is a valuable medicine that recovers life. It would be good to obtain it.
The raft to cross the sea to the east, past where the whirlpool was, in order to reach the level 5 dungeon. You can obtain the raft in the level 3 dungeon. entrance to the dungeon, which you use the raft to reach, is not visible. There is just a suspicious grave. The evil king's power must be at work here. You're looking at an illusion. What appears to be a cliff is actually nothing. Let's experiment. Try walking into the cliff. In this world, it is necessary to use rupees as money to buy things from merchants. You can acquire some by defeating enemies. There are some things merchants are selling that you should buy. For example, the magical shields are stronger than the ones you currently have. They can block the bullets Zoras fire from across the water. Arrows need a bow to be used. The bow should be found in the level 1 dungeon. The candle can burn trees, but it is also necessary to illuminate darkened rooms. Get the ring to reduce damage from enemy attacks. All that is known about the meat is that some monsters like it. However, it is a mystery why merchants are selling it.
How are you fighting, hero? I shall try using the spell of lightning again. Hata!
Does the white sword shine in your hand? Meet the old man at the graveyard if you do not have it. To reach the cemetery, exit the forest from the west and go north from the desert. Then push the gravestone in the middle. If you have enough life, you should get the powerful white sword. The Genie in the graveyard have a secret. You can't defeat the Genie who appear when you touch tombstones. They are mere illusions. The Genie who was there from the start when you enter is real. All the illusions are sure to disappear if the real one is defeated. It's easy to tell the real one in a crowd. The real one doesn't fly diagonally. medicine sold near level 5 is blue. Actually, a red medicine which has the effect of being 2 blue medicines also exists. An old woman who lives somewhere in this land handles them, but the old woman's cave is hidden in the cliffs. The old woman has been forced into hiding within a secret cave, surrounded by the flying flower monsters known as peahats. A letter is required to buy medicine from the old woman. The letter is given by the old man living by the East Sea. Let's sort through the secrets of the dungeons. Level 1 dungeon. The entrance to this can be found without difficulty. It contains the bow. If you can find the right block to push, be sure to obtain it. Level 2 dungeon. This place is in the huge rock besides the cliff to the northeast. You can't find this entrance without breaking the rock with a bomb. If you kill all the boomerang using Gorilla, you can obtain one for yourself. Also, there are rooms separate from the rest which you can see on the map of the dungeons. To get to where you need to be, break the walls with bombs. Level 3 dungeon. This place is south of the forest. Obtain the raft here. There is a secret in the room where you see the key in this dungeon. Think about where to go from that room in the south, where you see the key, but can't obtain it. There must be a bomb in a nearby room. It is possible to take it with the boomerang. That bomb is also necessary for going to the old man's room in the labyrinth, and next to that. Level 4 dungeon. This place is by the lake north of the forest. It's possible to get past the pier if you have a raft. The flute can be obtained here. There is a block that can't be moved until all the enemies are defeated. If you spot it, the flute will surely be obtained. The Triforce room is located near the entrance, but you need to find it from the back room, so don't rush.
Hero, I have seen that fearsome vision again. A figure that strides on, enveloped in smoke, destroying monsters, rocks, and walls. And once more, I strongly feel the power of the stars that guide you. That power shall reach you through my body.
Look at the number of bombs on the screen. It seems that the time has come for infinite bombs. Try using them on all the suspicious walls and cliffs. The ladder is located in the level 5 dungeon. It can cross rivers and moats, though only small ones. Do you remember the river where the peahats live? You can proceed past them with the ladder. to remember that there is a heart container somewhere in the East Sea. Go to where it is if you have the ladder. This should turn the tide of the fight in your favor. Found the entrance to the level 5 dungeon yet? Cross the sea in the east from the pier. Find the suspicious grave, and go directly north from the grave. You don't need a bomb for this. These are the most annoying enemies. Although they don't hurt you with their touch, they render you unable to use your sword temporarily. In particular, if you touch a red bubble, your sword is disabled permanently until you touch a blue bubble. Beware these enemies the most. There is also an enemy who eats your shields as well. Do not be careless around them.
It seems your uphill battle continues. I will try to help with the spell of lightning. Hit-ta!
Hello.
Hello.
Let's use the art of lightning one last time. Yita! power of the stars seems to have faded. It no longer flows in me.
The power of infinite bombs is lost. From here on out, you can no longer be so careless about their use.
Do you hear me, hero? I am uneasy about how the falling rocks that always scared those traveling to the northern Rocky Mountain have stopped. It probably means that something unknown awaits. Hurry, your time is almost half past.
It has been said by people who have escaped the falling rocks that there was a mysteriously lucky old man in the northern Rocky Mountains. Also, further west, there are eerie Armos statues lined up in place. It has been handed down in old tales that bad things happen when these statues move. Left is down to half. The entrance to the level 6 dungeon hasn't been found yet either. You must feel impatient.
Hero, I've finally acquired a new spell. I was able to touch the fountain of life that flows through the earth. Oh, how wonderful! Let me send the power of the earth to you. However, it will not last for long. In the meantime, it is a good idea to challenge some dungeons while your defenses are high.
Thanks to the old man, you now have a total of 16 hearts. Starting from the moment of the old man's speech, this ability will only last for 10 minutes. It will be difficult for you to die even if you act irrationally. However, you still need to be wary of the amount of life you have left. If you become careless, then you may still be defeated. Incredibly, the merchant who was selling medicine in front of the level 5 dungeon appears to have sensed danger and disappeared.
Go, Ganon! No!
For as long as I have lived, such an event is unprecedented. I see the entrance of a dungeon appear in the swaying waters. A comforting tone is heard with the sound of the waves.
At last, a clue to where the level 6 dungeon is. It seems to appear from the sea with a sweet sound. Do you have the flute obtained in the level 4 dungeon? But wait, exactly what sea is being indicated here? It doesn't appear to have been the sea to the east. There is not a sea to the west. The remaining coast is only in the southeast.
Hero, I shall use the spell written in the chapter of fate from the Forbidden Tomb. I shall use the spell written in the chapter of fate from the Forbidden Tomb.
careful. It seems the spell the old man received from the earth has disappeared. From here you must fight using your power alone.
Overexert yourself, hero. With my remaining power, I may be able to provide something. Except this.
The magical boomerang has appeared in your hand. This powerful weapon can cleave enemies in half when it hits. Use it with the B button.
A Chilski.
Sciocche.
It is possible that you have returned from the level 6 dungeon prematurely. Don't forget, you can obtain the magic rod from the level 6 dungeon. This is a better weapon than the candle. The spell from this wand can cut through enemies.
I shall try to use the last spell from the lightning chapter. Yatta! What is this? What is happening? Is the world ending? Why are the monsters who live in the dungeons creeping out onto the ground? Hero, you must hurry. This might be a sign that Hyrule has fallen into the hands of the evil king.
Clouds are gathering. Does the evil king's wrath finally strike the land above? Still, it might be a good idea to take this chance to conquer the dungeons. The number of monsters in the labyrinths has been halved. The defenses of the dungeons are certainly undermanned. However, to see the land in this state, what is the evil king's aim? wondrous times now come to pass. The falling rocks of the northern Rocky Mountains start again. Are you above ground now? Be sure to have all the following items today. 6 Triforce pieces, the blue candle, the bow, the magic boomerang, the raft, the flute, the ladder, the magic rod, and the white sword. If you're skilled, you may also have the ring, the magic shield, the arrow, the bow, the medicine, and others purchased or obtained.
To use it, to strengthen his evil grip on the world. He succeeded in stealing only the power half of the Triforce. Princess Zelda of the Small Kingdom took the wisdom half, divided it into 8 parts, and hid them.
Is the 6th Triforce piece in your hands yet? You have only a few minutes left. Boomerang's power is back to normal. Dark clouds thicken and cover the land. You must hurry. Zelda, but in order to defeat the evil Ganon, who is now in possession of the power half of the Triforce, he needs to find the 8 parts of the wisdom half. It is only with the complete wisdom that he can enter Death's Mountain, the domain of Ganon. Can he find the 8 parts? Can he save the Princess Zelda and defeat the evil Ganon? He can do these things only with your help.
My vision is blurring. What is this that I see before my eyes? can it be? It is the evil king. Hero, the time nears when the evil king will approach this world above. I can see it. That fiend. He is coming. The monsters of the dungeons loitering on the above ground are but an omen of this. Hero, do not fail to return to the fight. Otherwise, the battle of today will become meaningless. So, we'll meet again.
And so, that was week 3 of The Legend of Zelda for the broadcast of Satellaview.
Yay!
There will be a short break, and that will begin the final week. The battle will resume in 2 minutes. In this time, I'm kind of curious. What do you all think of BS Zelda?
It's pretty interesting. It's a lot more colorful than it was on the NES. Kind of somewhere between NES and SNES, I'd say.
Hehe. Jacob Kell says he saw Ride the Rails at the store last time he went and nearly bought it. What's Ride the Rails? Oh, a ticket to ride, okay. I'm still kind of lost. What's Ticket to Ride? Besides a Beatles song. Hey, what's up, Enforcer?
Hello.
Hello. So, have you ever played BS Zelda? Enforcer?
I have not, no.
I'm surprised. Am I the only person who ever played this?
I think you're the only one that's ever heard of it.
That's sad. I mean, we are talking about an actual piece of Super Nintendo hardware. I figured everybody in the Mafia would have tried it by now.
Oh. You're lucky, man.
I ain't that lucky.
You're privileged.
I wouldn't even call myself privileged. I just happen to know of bszelda.zeldalegends.net. Which I highly recommend checking out, because that is the only place where you can actually get a legit copy of this game, as well as BS Zelda Ancient Stone Tablets. Ancient Stone Tablets, by the way, is kind of a follow-up to Link to the Past. Or at least it was the first one. The first follow-up. Not an official one, but close enough. Just like this, Ancient Stone Tablet also had a live narrator, as well as orchestral music in the background, all via broadcast. Alright, time to finish the fight, as the Master Chief would say.
Let's do it!
Tonight, all dungeons of the Evil King shall appear. An evil presence fills the land of Hyrule more and more. The arrival of the Evil King is nigh. At last, if you can get the power bracelet, you can challenge Death Mountain. The real fight begins tonight. In Death Mountain lie terribly vast labyrinths. It'll be a difficult struggle, but with the help of the old man, you may have a chance. The Legend of Zelda Decisive Battle, the 4th chapter. Cough, cough, cough.
Welcome back once again, hero. 1 week has passed since this land was covered in the black mist of the Evil King. Monsters once contained in the dungeons rampage on the world above. However, I have just gathered enough strength to tame them. The dark clouds will clear soon. Now, the battle to regain the Triforce begins again. 2 new dungeon entrances have appeared since last time. The remaining Triforce pieces must be in these 2 mazes. Once you have gathered the 8 pieces, the Triforce will be complete. Now go! I shall try to help fight your enemies from here tonight. You do not have much time left to remain on this land. Let's hurry. After I restore the world above, I shall look into manipulating the minds of the merchants. So, hero, take this sword.
You must find 2 dungeons this week. From them you must retrieve 2 Triforce pieces. But the old man said nothing about where the dungeon entrances are. The old man will return the above ground to its original appearance, and has convinced the merchants to begin discounts.
Hello again, hero. I shall use my power on the world above now. Ta!
The old man's power has burst out. The dark clouds have gone, and the monsters of the dungeons have turned back into the original monsters from above ground.
Go, hero. Now, my spell appears to have awoken the Armos. If you provoke this enemy, it will come to life. Wait, what is it I see under the foot of Armos? Is it? Oh, the power bracelet. It has been lost for hundreds of years. This was used by an ancient hero. You should obtain it.
You can find Armos stones to the north of Hyrule. These are what has awakened. See what happens when you touch them. Some Armos are standing before the entrance to the northern Rocky Mountain. Making the Armos walk away should let the bracelet appear. The power bracelet will allow you to move heavy rocks. For example, you can move large rocks blocking stairs. The level 7 dungeon lies ahead of that. Under a stone, there is also a secret passage leading to remote locations. Do your best to unearth this.
I've given everything. I've given everything I've got on this one. The minds of the merchants are being manipulated.
A discount sale has begun. Do you have enough rupees? Use your time wisely to buy items you may need. A shield to protect yourself, a ring, meat to proceed within the level 6 maze, and medicines to recover life. To buy medicine, you need to find the cave of the old woman. The cave where the old woman lives is located near the flying flowers, the Peahats. You'll need a letter and a bomb. The letter is given to you by the old man near the eastern waters. Let's sort through the secrets of the dungeons. Level 1 dungeon. The entrance to this can be found without difficulty. It contains the bow. If you can find the right block to push, be sure to obtain it. Level 2 dungeon. Its location is the giant rock next to the northeast cliff. You can't find this entrance without breaking the rock with a bomb. If you kill all the gorilla using boomerangs, you can obtain one for yourself. Also, if you look at the labyrinth map, you can see where there are rooms separated from others. To get to where you need to go, break the walls with bombs. Level 3 dungeon. This place is south of the forest. Obtain the raft here. There is a secret in the room where you see the key in this labyrinth. Think about where to go from that room in the south, where you can see the key, but can't obtain it. There must be bombs in a nearby room. It is also possible to take it with a boomerang. Bombs are necessary for going beyond to the old man's room in the labyrinth. Level 4 dungeon. This place is by the lake north of the forest. It's possible to get past the pier if you have a raft. The flute can be obtained here. There is a block that can't be moved until all the enemies are defeated. If you spot it, the flute will surely be obtained. The Triforce room is located near the entrance, but you need to find it from the back room, so don't rush. The level 5 dungeon is at the sea to the east. Locate and go past the pier with a raft. Find the tomb surrounded by Armo statues. Walk towards the cliff behind the tomb. The cliff is but an illusion of the evil king. Give the old man that is hungry in the labyrinth the meat. Obtain the ladder here. Level 6 dungeon. The entrance is at the sandy beach in the southeast. Use the flute to reveal it. Find the magical rod in this labyrinth. There is a wall you can pass through without a bomb. Walk toward that wall.
Seems to have recovered somehow. For a while, I've been watching the circumstances of the dungeons. And, I'll tell you, those bubbles, they're regrettable. They are the most annoying things to fight. Let's seal off their power for a little while now.
The old man's spell has turned all the red bubbles blue. Now you can go through the dungeons without being pestered by bubbles. Found the level 7 dungeon yet? Awaken the Armo statues, and be sure to take the power bracelet that's hidden beneath one of them. Then push the rocks blocking the stairs, and the entrance is to the east of this rocky path. white sword shine in your hand. Meet the old man at the graveyard if you do not have it. To reach the cemetery, exit the forest from the west and go north from the desert. Then push the gravestone in the middle. If you have enough life, you should get the powerful white sword. You can't defeat the Genie who appear when you touch tombstones. They are mere illusions. The Genie who is there from the start when you enter is real. All the illusions are sure to disappear if the real one is defeated. It's easy to tell the real one in a crowd. The real one doesn't fly diagonally.
You seem to have an uphill battle. I shall try to help with the lightning spell. Yatta!
Unfortunately, all the merchants have regained their senses. Everything is back to its original price.
How is the fight going? I shall try using the lightning spell again. Yatta!
level 7 dungeon, you may get your hands on the red candle. This is different from the blue candle, in that it can be used multiple times on the same screen. There are stairs that you may not descend because of blocks preventing passage. Try to think of a way to enter from the north side of that room.
About the power of the rings? The old man, now hidden beneath
Oh,
a statue
cow
in the
man.
forest, found a red ring. You should get it by any means.
When you obtain the red ring, your protection will be even greater than when you have the blue ring. Hurry to the statues in the forest.
If you know about the magical sword. It is a stronger sword than the white sword. The old man at the base of the Rocky Mountain found the magical sword. You should get it by any means.
If you use a sword even stronger than the white sword, there will be nothing that you cannot achieve. Hurry to the foot of the Rocky Mountain.
Hero. The evil king is after the magic sword and red ring. You will not be able to obtain them if the evil king finds them. That would be terrible.
You must get to them first. You need to hurry. The red ring is beneath one of the statues near the Lost Woods. The magical sword is upstream of the river, in the cave beside the fountain. You need the ladder to get it. You have 10 minutes left to get these.
Hero, have you found the level 8 dungeon? I believe it is already in sight. Head north to the Rocky Mountain.
Push the rocks to go up the stairs to there. Up the stairs to the east is the level 7 dungeon. Moreover, towards the west on the other side are 2 large rocks called Spectacle Rock. If you use your bombs here, it will surely reveal the level 8 dungeon.
So, Reese,
Yes.
is it at all explained why Link's armor makes him look like maybe a cowman or Ganon?
Well, it kind of ties into what Peddler Madness asked earlier as to whether or not this was a baseball cap, and that is true. He is wearing a baseball cap.
Huh. Bye for some no-name Japanese Hyrule team.
The level 8 dungeon has the Book of Magic and the Silver Arrows. The Book of Magic enables your magical rod to work as a fire rod. The spell cast from the rod tears up enemies, then becomes a flame and blazes up. You can light darkened rooms with a fire rod. The only thing known about the Silver Arrows is that they are more powerful than ordinary arrows. Red bubbles are back to full power. You need to be careful. If you touch one, you won't be able to use your sword until you touch a blue bubble.
For an instant, I saw the evil king heading for the red ring and magical sword. Both must have been taken by now.
Yes, they
now
were
use the
taken
spell
by
of
me.
Whispering again. Use it to find your hidden allies.
This is a spell that the old man has used once before. There are various things hidden under trees and in walls. You should hear a strange noise when you come to some locations. Something you have not found yet is concealed in them. Use your candle and bombs to reveal them.
choice, hero. The power of the stars that guide you now flows in my body. Oh, this power is magnificent. Up to this point, I have used all of my abilities for you, but one at a time. Using this power, you can decide the outcome of your battles in a single blow.
Now is our chance. You can use all of these abilities at once with this. You can throw your sword even without full power. Moreover, bombs and arrows are infinite. And you can use the magical boomerang. Let's try to challenge the remaining dungeons with this opportunity.
Whoa, who's that? That voice just now. The evil king? Where is he? Where can he be? This is strange. I swear I heard something. Beware, hero. A sign of the evil king. I feel an incredibly powerful evil force. I do not think my own power can compare to his. It is possible he may appear at any moment.
A sign of the evil king. That the time has come for him to show up at last. Where is he? Where will he appear?
Where indeed?
So, outside of looking like a reskinning of the original, what differences are there?
The map is slightly squashed. The dungeon maps are different. On occasion, you are given super items. And the whole game is time-based. It's where you absolutely have to be at certain points at certain points of time. Otherwise, you may miss out on some opportunities. Like, for example, that magic sword and the red ring I picked up, they're only available for 10 minutes. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Shit.
Yeah. So you better be ready to haul ass between 325 and 335. By the way, the final boss window is only open for 1 minute. You have to be there at that moment.
Oh god.
You despicable fiend! I see. You think you can win if you quickly seal my power? I won't let you have your way. The power of the stars flows in my body now. You will not be able to seal my power so easily. What are you doing? Let go. Let go. Hero. The silver arrows. The silver arrows.
Something serious has happened to the old man. Ganon has settled it.
If you have anything left to do, now is the time. Not really. I've more or less finished the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately there is no ending screen for the game. You just simply
So it's just
save
one of those, the ends, that's it?
not even at the end. They just let you go outside and free roam. At least until the hour is up.
Huh. And I'm guessing it ends at 4 hours?
Yeah. The weird part is you only have that 1 minute window to get in and kill Ganon. So if you miss that window, what the hell are you supposed to do for the rest of the hour?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So what's next?
To be honest, I haven't really decided. I've come to notice that a lot of the folk up in the upper mountains, they don't seem to like their houses blown open.
time for Hyrule to disappear. Your adventure is over.
The fight has come to an end.
How
Having fought
was
with
that,
courage to the very
hero?
last, blah 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 blah.
Did you enjoy it? So then, farewell.
I guess there was an ending. Wow, there's even credits. Very nice. Oh, excuse me. And what a way to end an epic Zelda stream with coughing and sneezing. But to be honest, it's not the worst thing I ended the stream on, so there's that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Broadcast Satellaview Zelda. First quest. Tune in tomorrow, Thanksgiving night, where I will do the second quest in its entirety.